Hey guys, welcome to another grip training session. Today I'm gonna use my 0.5 for some repetition work. And I would say we start with the weaker hand. Let me just see whether I can do 3 or even more repetitions in a row. My hands are still sore from short steel bending, but I try my best. Yes. Okay, now with a stronger hand. Once. Yes. I'm really trying to get close to a point where I can do 20 reps or so with a 0.5. So that this will then officially be my working gripper, so to speak. Because it's also important, guys, that you do a little bit of hypertrophy work, simply for your muscles and all your tendons in your hands and in your forearms. Because once you go up there in grippers, and I really saw it when I closed the 1.5 the last time with my right hand, I really saw the increase in resistance. And to make it even possible to close the next gripper level up, it's really important that you have enough muscle mass, both in your forearms and in your hands, to really be strong enough to push that resistance together. And it's also for your protection. It's also for your health and safety, because if you do not have enough muscle mass on your hand, which is very hard to get obviously, but which comes with repetitions and with short steel bending and everything else, then you won't be able to make it until you won't be able to make it to the 3. That's what I wanted to say. And that's the goal for most of the people who start with captains of crush grippers. And so it is mine, of course. So now let me see whether I can do a double on my left. Yes. Oh, barely. Okay. So you see, short steel bending really takes a lot out of you. A lot. And even though there are maybe 3 days gone right now, and I had a training session yesterday too, which required a lot of forearm strength, but nevertheless, you see how taxing it is. And therefore, I would say, if you go to your max in short steel bending, you need at least 7 days to recover from this alone. And then you have, of course, other training things you want to do. So maybe some deadlifting, maybe some bench pressing or whatsoever, or some cardio. And this is all very taxing on your body. And today I haven't even slept that well, so this comes also together. So they are by no means jokes, those grippers. And the reason why I didn't do 3, although I could have on my right hand, is because I want to keep it equal. As a matter of fact, I know I can do up to 4 or 5 with this, but I want to strengthen my left hand, because I think right now I'm still not able to close the 1.5 for once with my left hand, and only the heavy grip 200 if I'm lucky. And I really want to close the heavy grip to 100, which is a little bit below the 1.5, so that they are almost kept equal all the time. Yes. Whew. Then you also need to incorporate breaks. So I make it interesting now for you guys simply by talking to you. Now, this is also more interesting for me than simply waiting on a chair and doing nothing. Yeah, because you need a little bit of recovery for your hands and your forearms. Otherwise, you can't really do it. Now, of course, I could make it easier for myself and do only repetitions in a deep set, which is also very important to train this very last bit. But since I mastered the 0.5 and the 1 and the 1.5 on my right hand, I'm more interested actually in wide set closes with this particular gripper. Now, when it comes to the 1, that's a whole different story, because I cannot do more than maybe, well, if I'm lucky, I can do 2 repetitions on my right hand with the 1. But I think I can still not really wrap it out. Not even for a double. And yeah, the 1.5 speaks for itself. It's actually now my 1 rep max gripper. Yeah, so. And what I will also do is, after this training session, I will take the 0.5 with me and do some training afterwards in the evening. Just always some singles here and there in between, just to get my my hands used to more volume again, because I was doing a lot of strength oriented, single type training oriented things, which were so important to me because I really wanted to close the 1.5 so badly. But now I really have to, well, get going with the other stuff again, because otherwise you will never ever make it to the 3, guys. You need both. Strength is more important than repetitions, because after all you only have to close the 3 in a credit card set once. But this is the foundation. This is sort of the foundation for for your certification. And as the muscles are very small compared to other muscle groups in your body, hypertrophy is even more important when it comes to grippers. Yes. So that's what I'm going to do basically until I cannot anymore. When I see I can only do singles in both hands and there's nothing left anymore, I will stop training, take the 0.5 with me into my apartment and train simply by sitting around and watching YouTube, just like you do. You sit there with a chip of potatoes and I sit there with my gripper. No offense. No, I also like doing eating chips, but that was just a joke that fitted right now. So. Oh, it's already getting harder. Let me see what's going on here. It happened, guys. I did a couple of doubles, 1 triple in the very beginning, and now I'm basically done. And I will keep working with it in the evening, as I said, just to get some volume in there. And once I have it, once this or the HG 150 becomes my working gripper, I can definitely guarantee you that I will be able to do some reps on the one, and if I can do some reps on the one, it's very easy for me to go and try again the next level gripper up, which would be then the heavy grip 250. So see you then, guys.